How's it going, guys? So today I'm really excited because I'm setting up a brand new enclosure for a brand new animal I'm about to get tomorrow. And this animal is a species and a family of reptiles that I've never had personally. I've worked with them before, but never personally kept them, so I'm really excited to get this animal. So let's start this setup. So here's the enclosure I'm going to be using for it. It's actually quite a massive enclosure for this little baby lizard I'm going to be getting. It's a 90 by 45 by 45 Exoterra, and I love these enclosures. I got this for cheap off Marketplace. A little handy tip for you guys out there: if you're looking for a cheap enclosure, go on to Facebook Marketplace and see what you can find. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be a massive enclosure for this little baby lizard, but it's going to be really good to give it some space because they're going to be quite active. Got a mercury vapor there. It's going to be giving out some nice heat and UV. And just another LED light for some heat there. So let's set this up. This animal comes from a desert environment where it's very hot, very dry, and this animal likes to climb as well as, you know, dig around a bit. So let's get started. So for this build, I'm actually using a mix of my 3 go-to favorite substrates for reptiles, and that is some Yuki mulch. I actually sieved it a bit so it's a bit smaller pieces. But yeah, Yuki mulch, some coir peat to help hold some biostructures if they decide to do that. Otherwise it's just good for absorbing moisture. And then of course some sand, but in this case it's some nice beautiful red sand that I had left over still. So this guy should absolutely love this. Let's chuck it in, and it's going to help with that nice desert theme. So what's really cool about this species is they like to live in hollow logs inside dead trees. So we're going to be simulating that with this awesome hollow piece of wood I found. It's hollow all the way through, starts there, goes all the way up. There's some little holes there. Another one there. Comes all the way up and out this big hole here. So yeah, in the wild these lizards are associated with dead mulga trees. They live under the bark, in the hollows, all that. So we're going to be using this as their basking spot and their hide. Let's chuck it in, see how it looks. I think I have the measurements just right. Look at that. That's perfect. Have a look at that. So right there is going to be the sort of basking point, right under the UV and the heat. And they can go all the way through, thermoregulating the log and hide, and it's going to be awesome. And as we all hopefully know, young animals really like to hide and feel secure, so just because of that I'm going to add in another sort of half hollow piece of bark here for him to hide under, just on the ground, just to give him some options. And it's just something else for him to check out and climb around and stuff, so I'll probably put it down here like this. With baby reptiles, it's usually a good idea to keep things really simple, so with that in mind I'm just going to add this one last thing for a bit of decoration. It's sort of a dead real plant, and it's sort of withered away and got that desert look to it, so I'm going to just add this in the back, something else he can check out. Something like that, and yeah, that'll be about it. I'll obviously add in a water bowl and it's done. Alright guys, so here we have it. Here is my brand new addition. If you're wondering what it is, that's what it is right there. So here he is, it's a little baby pygmy mulga monitor, or Gillens monitor, Varanus gilleni. I absolutely love these little small monitors, and this species I really like this species. This is my first monitor I've actually had myself. I've worked with a few different kinds, but this is the first one I've actually owned myself, and it's a stunner. So I got this from my mate Luke from Beach's Scaly Beasts. You guys know him, I've done a few videos with him, and I'll make sure to leave a link to his channel and his Facebook page. He loves these little Gillens monitors, and I managed to convince him to sell me one this season, so absolutely awesome. Thanks heaps, Luke. I love it. You can see he's absolutely beautiful. And he's so small, look at him, he's tiny. So yeah, let's put him in the enclosure and see how he goes. So here he is in his little tub, and then this is how big of an enclosure he's going into. It's like a mansion for him. And yeah, I've got it all finished now. I'm keeping it super simple. Just the main basking log, a hide, water bowl, another little plant he can go in, and just some gum leaves up there for decoration. But yeah, super simple. I hope I don't lose him in this hollow log. We'll see how we go with that. But it's quite a decent big size, so I should be able to get up in there and get him out if he decides to stick himself in there. But yeah, we'll let him go and see what he does. Let's get him out. See if I can pick him up. How good's that? Right, just put him up here in the basking spot. Oop, off he goes. So he's probably just going to explore around, check out everything. That's awesome. Size being a pygmy monitor. These guys are predominantly insect eaters. They will eat, you know, stuff like eggs and small pinkies when they're at a bigger size, or chopped up meat, stuff like that. But yeah, majority of their diet is insects. So they fit right in here with all the other dragons and stuff I've got. And you can already tell they're so inquisitive. Monitor lizards are really intelligent in the reptile world. Some of the smartest reptiles out there. So here he is, just hanging out. This is the sort of thing I was hoping he'd do off this awesome hollow log. He's been climbing all through it, hanging out. He's even got a little sleeping spot up in just inside there. Yeah, so cool to see him strutting around. They're really good climbers. And they're little pocket rockets. Yeah, he's a little bit shy, a little bit timid when it comes to, you know, approaching him or trying to feed him or anything, but he did just eat 2 crickets off me before, and I've got a few in there running around for him to hunt. So yeah, he should settle in really well. As you can hopefully tell, I'm super stoked. It's awesome to finally have a monitor lizard here in the collection. Again, it's something I haven't kept personally before, and I'm just glad I started off with such a little stunner. I had to wait a long time to get this little one, because not many people have Gillens available at the moment. So thanks again to Luke for hooking me up with this little fella. He's absolutely awesome. And yeah, I hope you guys like the new addition. Many more videos on him coming in the future. I'm going to be doing all sorts with him. Hopefully a lot of enrichment and cool feedings and stuff like that. And I'm going to be doing a full tour of the reptiles soon. So let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.